Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 15 minutes. 15 minutes to 3 o'clock, everyone. And I know everyone is not awake yet. I know some people are sleeping. But I was asleep for a little while, but I just couldn't sleep anymore. Because as you know, I have to get up early this morning and tend to my own business. Get up this morning and go on me another construction labor job. But I'm not complaining. As long as it put money in my pocket, I don't give a fuck. Because there's new avenues getting ready to open for me anyway, so I'm good with that. I find it very interesting, and I don't mean any harm, that Rainey is up early this morning talking shit about me and my friends on YouTube. She talks about us all the time. For a while, everything was silent. Everything was good. Nobody was saying anything about this woman. It must have started from her side. And I see Ronald Jones over there in her chat. He always do that. He gets on the panel. He gets in her chat. He's just trolling her. It means nothing. But I find it very interesting that she's over there talking shit about us, about women that she will never meet, women she has no real knowledge of, never met us, don't know who we really are. Yeah, she know what some of us look like, what some of us sound like, what our mannerisms are when we do our videos. But we're not just here to talk shit about her. We here to talk as freely as we want. This is America. This is motherfucking America. And I know my grandfather fought in World War II as a Navy man, fighting for the rights of Americans. My uncles, my cousins fought during Vietnam. My great grandfather came to this country from Cape Verde, 10 little islands in Northwest Africa. He didn't come over here to be bullied or be run over by anybody. His wife, which is my great grandmother, her name was Bertha, a very wonderful woman, a very special woman, a Mohawk Indian, a shaman. She was somebody that was practicing the true faith system of colored people in this country. And I'm just looking over there real quick at her, not because I want to hate on her or anything like that. I just want to know what is the real reason why she keeps trolling us. And when we do it back, she has a real problem with it. I heard the terrible things she said about Brooklyn Lady Ellie. I heard the terrible things she said about Farmer Nancy. I heard the very terrible things she said about the Empress Lonnie One Love. She doesn't know any of these women. She's never met any of them. She doesn't spend time with them. So, of course, she doesn't know them. She feels angered when Lonnie expresses how she sees things. That that's how Lonnie expresses herself. She's always going to express her opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. Why should she hold in how she feels or what she thinks? That is not American. She's doing what she needs to do. She's probably out there working right now, driving customers to their destinations, whether it be rain, wind, snow, sleep. Lonnie is risking her life just by going out there driving those people around. Lonnie works hard every day. I admire that. Brooklyn lady, she's special. She has value. She may not be working a 9 to 5, but her opinion and her value matters. And for people to come by and try to smash it, I get very angry. I get very put out of my own place of reasoning when someone does that. Don't attack people that are not attacking you. Rainey acts like she's being physically attacked. She feels threatened every time Farmer Nancy comes up and expresses how she thinks and, how she feels about certain things concerning not only Rainey, but life in general. Farmer Nancy is a military veteran. She served this country. She's special. She's a farmer. She's into helping her community. She has her receipts. Me, I might be the only one out of the whole bunch that is not put together right. I acknowledge that. I acknowledge what it is about me that makes me different from different women. My growing up experience was different. 5 generations New Yorker got displaced at an early age by my biological family. They betrayed me. They left me alone. They abandoned me. I had to make it up in my mind at the age of 9 that I was going to take control of my life. And that was the age I decided not to have kids because I knew what would happen if I failed at being a mother. I'm a woman, a grown woman. I lived 50 years now, 50 years on this miserable planet called Earth. And I have to work. I have to pay taxes. I have to do things a, a responsible adult does. I did my time in prison. I did my time. Where, yeah, if you spoke out certain words, they would take your black ass and put you behind the wall, trying to silence you. I don't think anybody really realizes what they really do to you in fucking prison. If it gets cold in your cell, it gets cold in your cell. If you don't get the right types of foods in you, you suffer. You suffer. When people talk about my weight now, I don't give a fuck. I used to be way smaller than this. Way smaller. Things change. I changed. I evolved. And Rainee's over there talking shit. She's talking to Lisa right now, trying to involve Lisa B with her foolishness. They're talking about these roach trials and people capitalizing off of what's going on YouTube, trying to capitalize off of other people's hurts or what they're doing. Does that make any sense? Mr. Skinny is not a Don. Mr. Skinny is not a mobster. Mr. Skinny is not a mafia figurehead. If he was, he would be silent about calling himself a Don. This man is a pretender. He's not a real gang member. He want to act tough. How scary can he really be? Acting tough. You're not a mobster, sir. In my family, we have mobsters, and they are silent about being who they are. In the Nation of Islam, when the Nation of Islam first started, Malcolm X was collecting that money from the brothers, especially the ones that came from Philadelphia, that came from that temple in Philadelphia. They were robbing all the drug dealers, all the pimps, and giving the money to Malcolm X to take back to Elijah Muhammad. Mr. Skinny is not doing that. He's on YouTube begging for money, begging for cash apps. A grown man. He calls himself a Don. You are not a Don, sir. You're not mob. You're not mafia. You don't belong to any kind of real organization. Bullshit. Living a pretend world. He been on YouTube so long, he actually thinks he runs certain shit. He don't run shit but his goddamn mouth. Fuck Mr. Skinny. Talking about he's the Don and Rainie's the underboss. These people are living fantasy lives. But as soon as somebody come up and say, hey, look at that person over there, then all of a sudden they start running and hiding. The rocks that they had in their hand, it fell to the ground. And they're taking off in a different direction. They trying hard to put down brown skinned lady attacking her. That's wrong. Brown skinned lady did not do anything to anyone on this YouTube. She took everything seriously. When Rainee was over there crying and shaking that Armando Black had doxed her, had put out her personal information. She was over there on her channel crying and shaking, and brown skinned lady came and comforted her. She was there for her. She gave her words of encouragement. But when it's time to return the favor, oh, Rainey don't know how to do that. She stabbed brown skinned lady in her back, and the rest of us saw the attack, and we spoke up about it. Pushed brown skinned lady out the way, took the knife out of her back, and we are going to speak up against Rainey every chance we get. And I don't blame them for wanting to speak up. It's time. It is time to speak up against people that are against you. I never knew Rainey was going to be so much against poor little women or any amount of women on YouTube. I had no idea. I had no idea. I used to be a fan of Rainey. I used to support Rainey. I took certain stuff that she said seriously. But then when I started seeing little things that she was doing that wasn't adding up, I mean, I understood why she was attacking Sister T and Queen Regina. I understood. Because for a while, this whole sector was against those two. Now I'm starting to see little things even with that. And how she went over there and attacked other women YouTube creators. And there's one in particular that I'm thinking of, and it surprises me that she did that. You turned your back on a woman that reached out to you? Wow. The world is really going to the dogs. Well, it's after 3 o'clock in the morning. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lay down for another hour and 15 minutes. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna prepare myself for my day, take my shower, change into my work clothes, and I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna win this goddamn money. I'm going to win. If I'm not winning on YouTube and in real life, then nobody wins. And I'm only speaking for me. Peace out, New York love. One. But just check her out over there talking shit about us, calling us names, saying we're broken, dusty. Who's the most brokest and most dustiest motherfucker on this app? It's her. It's her because Armando Black already doxed you. He already put it out there that you don't know how to pay your bills. That's why you're running from state to state to state. You run. Can you stay anywhere for a long period of time, miss, ma'am? Something to think about. Grow up. Grow up and smell the coffee before it's too late. Remember, you are raising another generation of woman in your house. You're responsible for that young person. I don't have that problem. Okay? My problem ended a long time ago. Long time ago. It is what it is. Peace out.